Hi, in today's video, we're going to start working on a floor plan. This is a very small floor plan. This was my first house, had only 4 rooms, obviously, very small, very quaint. So we're going to begin drawing this. So I'm going to pull this down and put it right there. So I can start. Wait a minute. Get some of this stuff out of the way where you can see. There we go. All right, so it's fairly cut and dry. We're going to end up doing a polyline all the way around here to begin with, and then we're going to go from there. So just go by these measurements that I have on here, and let's start out. So get a polyline going and just make your first click. And I'm going to pull upward, and I'm going to go this way. So I'm going to go. My first one is going to be 12 feet. Enter. And then I'm just going to pull that line over to the side like that. And if you'll notice, I have 8 feet. So I'm just going to type in 8 feet. I'm going to go up another 12 feet. And then I'm going to go over 20 feet. All right, that's the back wall. Now I'm going to go straight down 24 feet. And then I should be able to go 28 feet. Yep, right back to there, and I'm going to close it. All right, so now I have a polyline that I can work with. These outer walls here, these outside walls, they are going to be 4 inches. So let me pull up something to show you real quickly. Get into hours. All right, if you'll go to the wall section that I gave you, uh, you'll see that in this wall right here, we have from the inside face of stud to the outside face of stud, we've got 3.5 inches. But if you count that sheathing that's on the outside of it, you've got a total of 4 inches right there. So that's where we're going to use that 4 inches, and we're going to offset, type in 4, enter, and then just pull it to the inside, just like that. Very simple, very easy. Now at this point, I'm going to highlight this, and I'm going to explode it. Now I have a bunch of different walls in here, a bunch of different lines that I can use. All right, so first of all, if you'll look right here, we have a tub that is in here. The bathroom is 5 foot by 8 foot 3. That 5 foot by 8 foot 3 is the inside measurement stud to stud. So if I go to offset and I type in 5 feet, enter, and I go to this inside wall here and pull it over, that is my first line inside there. Now this is a plumbing wall. It's going to be 5.5 inches. It's going to be a 2x6 wall. So I'm going to go back to my offset, and I'm going to type in 5.5, and I'm going to offset that. Now I'm going to draw then this wall here. All right, so if you'll see that it's 8 foot 3. So again, click on that to offset 8 foot 3, enter, grab that inside line, pull it in, just like that. I'm going to do it again, and this time I'm going to put in 3.5 inches for a 2x4 wall. Now, all I got to do is clean that up. So I'm going to go to my my trim there, and I'm just going to trim that up. And I'm going to trim this wall here and that one in the back as well. There. Now I have that nice looking little bathroom there. In this wall here, if you'll notice, this inside wall continues all the way to the other side. So let's go and we're going to extend, go to trim, and then push shift, and bam, I've extended that wall over. Now I'm going to offset that 3.5 inches, which I already have in there. But then I want you to make sure that you go back and fix this. Remember that this is an exterior wall, it's 4 inches, and this is an interior wall, this is 3 inches. So just trim that out and then trim that piece there. Now we have that center wall there. In the living room, this first measurement in any of these rooms is always going to be left to right. The second one is up to down. So in the living room, we have 13.9. Go to offset, type in 13 feet 9 inches, enter, and offset. Again, it's 3.5 inches. So we're going to hit enter. That takes us back into the offset, type in 3.5 inches, offset it, and hit enter. So now what I want to do is I'm going to click this line. I want to highlight that line right there, and I want to trim. Okay, so now it's trimmed off to there. I can hit enter and enter again to trim that line as well. Oh, I need to trim the front one. Boom. All right. So I have a closet here, but I don't know how big the closet is. Generally, closets are somewhere around 2'3" absolute minimum. That gives us the shoulder room when we hang our shirts and stuff in there, so that they, they don't rub the walls and stuff. So if you look over here on the bedroom side, we have 10'8". So I'm going to go to offset. I'm going to type in 10'8" and I'm going to offset in this direction. Again, I'm going to go 3.5 on an offset and offset that again. Now, I don't know how much space I've got right here, but I do see that I have a 2'8", 6'8" door. It is pretty commonplace to leave 3 inches on either side. So if we open up our handy dandy calculator here and we type in 2'8" plus 6 inches, that gives us a total of 3'2". So let's go back over to here to offset and type in 3'2", enter. And then we're going to highlight this line and pull it down. And again, we're going to do it again with 3.5 inches. Okay, so now all we have to do is clean it up. So clean that up and clean that up. And there. Nice. Now we have the shell of the house. We have a couple of openings in here. This is, oh, we got another wall here to put in, sorry. So we have a 2'4" door. So let's figure that one up. We have 2'4" and we're going to add 6 inches to that. And that gives us 2'10". So let's go to our offset, 2'10". Whoops, sorry, I did something wrong here. 2'10". I'm going to offset that. And I'm going to offset 3.5 inches again. Wow, didn't want there. That wasn't right. Let's try this again. Click 3.5. I'm doing something wrong here. There. Now, what we could do is figure out how much space do we need for this stacked washing machine. And so it very easily, if we go up here to our block, and let me just pull this open so you'll see what it's actually supposed to look like. So you go to your filter and type in washer. Okay, so I have my, dadgummit, go away. I have my stacked washer and dryer, so I'm just going to click on that and bring it in. And I should have done something first, and I'll show you what I mean. So let me go and trim those 2 walls right there. And when I trim those, now I have a center point in this wall. So if I go back to my stacked washer and dryer, click on that, bring it in, and I can find that center line, boom, and then just rotate it. Now, the reason that I rotated it so easily, and maybe you didn't, down here on the options, I have insertion point clip checked, and I have rotation checked. Okay, that way that once I click on it, I can go ahead and rotate it, done deal. All right, so I have a little bit of space in here. So just so you know, the dotted line from the wall, that is 1 foot. That's 12 inches right there. All right. And this countertop is 24 inches. So I'm going to guess and say that we have, probably about 10 inches in the front of that thing. So I'm just going to place me a line right here. And then I'm going to move that line. And I don't even have to do that. All I got to do is just grab the center point there and go out. And I'm going to type in 10, enter. And there's my line. So I'm going to pull that. I'm going to pull those lines out. Bring this line in, and I'm going to offset that line 3.5 to the kitchen side. Now, again, I'm going to extend these two out. I'm going to cut that off, and I'm going to clean it up. Now I have the stacked washer and dryer ready to go for there. So a couple of things that I could do while I'm here is add the refrigerator. So I'm going to type in R and asterisk, and let's see if that gives me my refrigerator. It does. I'm not going to put a big double door refrigerator in this thing because this is a small little house, and I don't need it to, be enormous. I'm going to move that back over till it's about 2 inches or so off of that wall. It is customary to leave, for a regular refrigerator, it's customary to leave 36 inches for the space of the refrigerator. So I'm going to offset this wall 36 inches. And then if I want to, I can kind of clean this up, put it in the middle of that, and I'm okay. Again, like I said, the counters are 24 inches. So I'm going to offset 24. Okay, I'm going to clean this up. Just click on that and delete it. Okay, I have no clue what this here size is, but I'm going to guess and say that this and this possibly pretty close to the same thing. So I'm going to guess on this, and we'll go ahead and offset the back counter. And then I'm going to offset that counter that goes vertically to 5 feet. And let's see how we look. That goes to about the center of the room. What do you think? I think it's about pretty good. That's pretty good. All right, so let's put in the wall cabinets. That's the base cabinets. So the wall cabinets, like I said, are 12 inches from the wall. They're 12 inches deep. So I'm going to go ahead and put those two in there. I'm going to trim this one to there and trim those to there, trim that to there. We'll go ahead and we'll figure out that window when we get there. For right now, just clean up what you've got and turn those to hide. Bam, because they are above 36 inches. And that's something I forgot to tell you. So when we do a house plan, the plan is actually of a house basically cut 36 inches above the finished floor. At 36 inches above finished floor, we have our counter, and we can see that everything above that is going to be a dotted line. Don't know if you noticed or not, but when I cut this line right here, it took both those lines away. The reason that it did that is because I was off camera. You couldn't see it, and it'll just kill the whole thing. So I'm going to put those two back right quick. Actually, I didn't mean to kill that thing at all, did I? That goes all the way. What I should have done was killed that one. Yeah, that's a ticket. Okay. While I am placing blocks in here, I can place my tub. So let's go back and find our tub. That's really getting annoying. Okay, and I'm just going to click in the side of that corner right there and go up. Notice that that wording is upside down. So I need to highlight, explode, and I need to turn this wording around. Just like that. I can find my water closet and I'm going to place it. Don't know exactly where I'm going to place it, but I need to tell you one thing. I'm going to put a line in here. I'm going to offset that line 36 inches. You have to have 36 inches. Actually, you're supposed to have 30 inches of actual space, but I like 36. So what I usually do is I offset this line to 18, and then I put that toilet on that line. And then I can get rid of those lines. All right, so that is in place. Let's see, I've got a sink that goes in here. At this point, I don't know where it's going to go. I'm just going to drop it for right now. This could be, let's see how far 24 inches is. That's 24 inches. So a kitchen counter sink or a kitchen counter is only 20 inches from the wall rather than 24. So I'm going to pull that into center and I'm going to clean this up. I believe my other one is a little bit bigger. Let's do this. I should have done this earlier. When I did that 36-inch jump, I should have just left it. That's usually what I customary do. All right, now I can move this out to this point. And I can make that bigger. Something else I can do is I can grab that and I can go up to this line and drop it on the center point, then grab it again and go straight back, and it'll give me a perpendicular. So now I have that sink dead in the center of the countertop. While I'm in here, I've got my sinks going on. I'm going to grab my kitchen sink and I'm just going to place it in here wherever looks convenient. Actually, I think I'm going to try to center it. Actually, let's do that. Let's just pop that sink right there on that center line. Make sure, yep, there's the center line. Enter. And then I'm just going to grab that sucker and pull it back. Now that way it's in the center of this countertop right here. All right, down here I've got a couple of things going on in this closet here. Number one, I've got a center line, and that center line is the rod, okay? So we want to change that to whatever I told you, girder, I think it was, for your center line. And then I want you to offset the back wall 16 inches, not that one. Let's try this again. Okay, 16 inches, the back wall of there to that. And that is going to be your shelf. And I'm going to change that to a hidden line. If I can get there. All right, so that'll be the shelf. Now we are ready put in some windows and doors. All right, I do my windows and doors a little differently than you guys do, so I have to go over here and collect them. I got a 2830 door, or I got a 28 window, dadgummit. All right, so I'm gonna highlight that. And you'll notice that mine are not, I need to spend a little time fixing them. All right, and that is going right up here. Got to turn it around. I got to do, see, I don't have mine fixed up yet. I do as I tell you, not as I do. It's just I've done this so much that I just never take the time to fix it. Okay, so I don't rightly know the measurements totally in that right there, and that's okay because I'm just going to put those in there like that. Move those to the center, and I'm going to get rid of that line there. No, I'm just going to leave it in there like so. Clean that up. And then I'm going to cut that outside wall line, just like that. I'm going to go ahead and label that window. So we got 2830. That is 28, that is correct, 2830. Supersede those. I'm just going to get rid of that. Also, I'm going to change this over to my dimension line, dim line. Okay, both of these windows are the same. So I'm going to highlight that booger and I'm just going to put it right in front of the sink. One thing I can do here is I can touch that sink and I can touch center and it'll pull down and it'll give me right where I need to be. So I just go right back to that sink and drop her in. The only thing I need to do is cut that line. All right, moving right along here. All right, so we got a 2852 on this side of the living room. So again, I'm just going to grab that 28. No, I'm not. I'm going to go back up here and grab the one I've already fixed. Copy. And let's see, I don't want to rotate that. I want to rotate this. Well, I do want to rotate that, but I don't want to rotate it in that direction. I want to rotate it 90 degrees. Just like so. All right. This seems to be, oh, I just realized something. That's a 2-0 window. All right, so I'm going to do some finagling real quickly and fix it. So I'm just going to move those in 8 inches. And then I'm going to clean it up. And I'm ready to move on. We'll change that to 0. Now I got the right one. And it looks like I need to move that a little closer to that wall. We'll get specific on this when we go to dimension the windows. So don't lose sleep over if if it's not perfect, that's okay. Just don't, we'll get it fixed here in a little bit. I'm going to highlight that and I want the same distance on the outside wall here as I have on this wall. So I'm going to find the center line of the inside wall there and just mirror it over. And that way I can just clean it up. All right, coming on around, we got another 2. Oh, I should have labeled that as 5-2. 5-2. Bingo. Copy. All right, so to get this over there, I'm going to show you a little trick here. Don't want that line. I'm going to mirror, and I'm going in, gonna catch that outside corner, and I'm just gonna go at a 45-degree angle, just like that. Click, boom. And for some reason, I must not have got it exactly right. It didn't put it where it was supposed to have been, but that's okay. We can fix it. All right, so I have this window, which I'm going to get rid of that. I need to go get a 4.0 window, copy, paste. I'm going to offset this 2 inches for the jams. I'm going to delete this because I don't need it. And I'm just going to grab that and move it into place. I'm going to adjust these to match the others. I'm just going to touch that corner there and pull into nothing. Click, and then when I move there, it makes it equal. Now what I want to do is I want to highlight this line, or these lines, and this line. And I'm going to hit my mirror, go to the center of that, go up, hit no, and there we got it. I'm going to go to trim, and I'm going to push my shift button, clean that up, got that going up through there. Copy that, put her down here. And then I'm going to paste that one more time. And I'm going to change that to 2.4. There. Bingo. All right, now it's time to go get her door, our inside door. And that door is this door right here. Drop it right there because I need to grab it by another point, which is right there. And I'm just going to go in here. And I'm going to eyeball that thing to put it between the door and the window. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to bring it back over here a little bit because I only need, dang it, I hate when I drop it in the wrong place. I only need, technically I only need 3 inches right there. Well, that thing still ain't right. And you know, the sad thing about it is I do this all the time. Oh, it's not fixed right. Why don't you go back and fix the dadgum thing, Hurley? I mean, really? Cause I don't have time. I don't make time. Let me say it that way. I don't make time. Okay, so I'm gonna clean that up there just like that. Okay. Keep a right on going. I'm gonna get rid of that. And I'm gonna move this up there and change it. So this is going to be 45 inches or 45 degrees. And I'm going to put it on the inside of the door. And then I just need to change this to 3, change that to 6, change that to 8, and I'm good to go. All right, so I've got a window in here, a 3052 window. So let me go grab the 30 window. I'm going to grab those markings there. And I need to figure out where I'm going to put it for right now. Don't need to go there. La-di-da-di-da. I'm going to guess and say about right there. See, this one's not right either. Better put me in a line, construction line, horizontal. I want all these to line up the same. And so I'm just going to move that. And I need to move this. To move my seal. Then I just need to do some trimming. When you trim there, make sure that you're in sight, because if you don't, it'll take the whole line. Copy that, bring it over. Change that to 3. I didn't want to do that. 3. I'm gonna highlight the whole window again. Let's try this mirror again from there to there. And it did better this time. I just want to put it on the other side of the wall. So we'll move it over here. About right there. Get rid of that line. This back door is a 2/8 6/8 door. Actually, let's get the garage, the closet door in. La-di-da-di-da. La-di-da-di-da. And that is way too big. That is a smaller door. So I'm going to assume, and I'm going to drop that back 6 inches and 6 inches. Get these moved into place. Once I get it up there, I'll be able to see how big it is. I don't know exactly how big it is, to be honest with you. And I don't know why I don't have it labeled, but I don't. Should have had it labeled. Still think it's too big. All right, let's rotate that booger and move it up there. Take a look at it. Oh yeah, way too big. All right, so these are going to be smaller, so I'm going to move those again 6 inches. Does that look like it might be? Maybe. And move that one 6 inches. I don't know. Don't know. Just don't know. We'll go ahead and fix this up, and then I'll tell you how big the door is. Actually, I can tell you. I forgot. I've got the stupid thing drawn over here. Now, why do I have it there and it's not over here? Dadgummit. All right, it's a 5068 door. So what size did we finally get it to? I think we did get it to 5 feet. No, it's at 6 feet. Okay, so I need to move this down another 6 inches along with this. All right, now I'm ready to put it in place. You see how I did that? I grabbed the center of that thing, and I'll be damned if I still didn't miss putting it in the center. So okay, I want to show you something here. Notice that these two centers are not equal, obviously, because they're not the same length of line. Don't worry about getting the center on the inside of the closet, because nobody's ever going to see the inside of your closet. So it don't matter if it's centered on that or not. What I do want you to do is get it centered on the outside walls, or the wall that can be seen. Okay. So that way we've got equal spaces on both sides. We'll fix this up. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to move this center line to the center of the door. Trim that up. Now I got my door. I have mine backwards from what I show it on here. It's okay, you don't have to, but if you want to, highlight that booger, go to mirror, grab the center of it, pull it to a side, and hit yes. Now I have just inverted that door. And just for simplicity, I'm going to go over here and steal that since I've already got it done. And then let's put her in there. Bedroom door is a 2868 door. It is a right-hand swing. Notice that they always, when I paste that, it always gives me the, actually, let me show you something. It always gives me the, I done forgot what I was trying to say now. I can't talk and draw at the same time, unfortunately. So I'm going to move that. I put that in there so I can grab that center line there. And then I can just place that center line on top of the other center line. Then all I got to do is clean it up. Quit it. Okay, that door's in. Now, what the hell is this here? This is a cased opening, and most of the time they are 36 inches. So for simplicity purposes, I'm going to highlight that jam right there, and I'm going to mirror, just so that I make it look the same. I'm going to mirror that corner, 45-degree angle, pull it over, drop it. I'm going to highlight this line here, and I'm not going to highlight it. I'm going to offset 36 inches. Drop it just like that. Now all I got to do is trim that. Now, technically, I should have had, and I don't know why I didn't, I should have a dotted line in there to indicate that the wall above continues. This is just an opening, and there's a beam going across through there. So I want to make sure that I get that shown. So if I put as it is right there, that means that this opening goes all the way to the ceiling. The ceiling goes in here and there's no transition whatsoever. We need that because there's actually a beam going down through here in this house. Because the roof is down, and the ridge runs right down through here. So we have to have that wall beam in there at LVL. Okay, so I'm going to continue. I have a 2868 door here. I'm just going to grab this 2868 door right there, and I'm going to reuse it. Copy. Grab the outside of that thing, and I'm going to go right over here, and I'm going to eyeball the center of that sucker. And I need to extend that because it's a 4-inch wall. I'm going to pull my line here, and I'm gonna make it even with those two lines. Okay, there is some craziness to there's a reason to my madness. See where we need to go with that? So I'm gonna highlight that door, and then I'm going to move it to that center line. Now I know that the door is centered in the hallway there. Just clean it up. And I'm going to go back over here to this door. I'm going to highlight those two lines right there. And I'm going to right click, copy selection. I'm going to grab it by that point right there. and I'm going to place it right here. Then I'm going to highlight those two, and I'm going to rotate. And I'm going back to that point right there, and I'll go straight down. Now, see where that goes? I don't have to worry about the other side. So I'm just going to trim that up. Just like that, get rid of the door, or get rid of the where it goes under the door. And now I need to change those out. I didn't realize I'd done that. Okay, so highlight that. 2, 8, copy, paste. Last window to go in is in the bathroom. It is a 2830. I'm going to copy it, paste it, drop it, rotate it. I want it halfway between the tub and that wall there. I'm going to highlight this. I'm going to move. I'm going to grab this center line right there. I'm going to go out here and I'm going to drop it, hopefully in that center line. Yes, boom. Okay, I'm going to highlight that line that I put in there, and I'm going to get rid of it. And I'm going to delete that or cut that outside line. Now, one thing I need to do here is I need to definitely go in here and say that this is a tempered, in capital letters, tempered window. Now notice it popped it down there, but if you'll just come right up here, grab that diamond, move it over, bing, wow, there it is. Clean it up, make it center on the window. Any window that is within 36 inches of a shower or bathtub must be tempered. All right, so now I've got my little patio here. Don't know how big that is. Let's find out. I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. And it looks like about 3'4" by 3'3". Let's call it -3'2" high, tab 3'2". And I think that works. I think that'll work. All right, what do we got left? I believe we've got the window. We've got the door. I got the door going in the wrong dang direction. Stupid. What is wrong with me? Nobody was going to let me know about that, was they? No. All right, so I'm going to change it 3 ways, don't I? Yes, yes. And then I'm going to change it the other way. Probably going to have to fix this. Yeah, I didn't find the center. That's what I thought. No biggie. There. Clean this up. Getting your drawings clean is a big issue. I mean, it's a big thing. You always need to clean your drawings up, make them look as good as they can, so that you won't have clients thinking, oh crap, he's a messy person. He won't fix nothing. All right, so now we have a porch in front. I'm going to give myself a construction line, horizontal, onto the front of this thing. I'm going to offset this booger 6 feet. Just like that. I'm going to go with another construction line. I need to find the center. Let's see, it's 1 foot. That's what it is. All right, so I'm going to go down here. I'm going to pick a rectangle. and I'm going to touch right there, and I'm going to pull in, just kind of let that hang on that line there, and I'm going to type 12. Notice that it dropped it. Then I can come over here and I can type in, I'm going to give it to me, 28 feet, tab, negative 6 feet. Enter. What did I do? What did I do? Must have typed in something other than 28. That's 28 feet. Oh, 28 feet is a stinking whole house. That is 26 feet. So I'm going to grab the center of that and I'm just going to move it, type in 24 there. Much gooder. All right. I can clean that up. I don't want to see lines under the seal plates there. Did I do that one? Yeah. And I can get rid of my construction lines. All right. Find your 6x6. Got so much trash in here. Let me go to my favorites because I got it cleaner anyway. 6x6. Bing, wah. And it's going to be on the center. I'm just going to drop it here for right now, and then I'm going to move it. I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to grab it in the center. That way I can lay it in the center because that one is there in the center. I'm going to highlight this, and I'm going to copy. I'm going to grab it by that corner, and I'm going to pull it over to that corner. Now I'm going to grab this, and I'm going to copy from the center. I'm going to slide it this way, and I'm going to type in 6'4". Bing, wah. I'm going to grab those two. I'm going to go up here to mirror. Go down and grab the center of the point. Pull down. No, I do not want them to erase. And now I have that. All right. So I'm going to stop at this point. I would like for you guys to go ahead and put in the dining, kitchen, dining, bath, living room, bedroom, and I want you to put these dimensions in here, and then you submit that to me. We'll show you something real quick. You put your first dimension there in, and that's going from the outside to the center. All right. And then you can go in here and you can go into annotate, and you hit continue. And then from that side, you just keep right on trucking. It'll keep all of them in the same line. Bingo. Okay. So that I just wanted to show you that continue. Also, make sure you got covered porch in here as well. All right, guys, work on that. And if you have any questions, you know what to do. Give me a text. I'll help you out. Thank you. See ya.